Welcome to Roll Q Psychic Edition, where old people, so old our souls are cracking, meet together to discuss accents, past life accents, and we tell an amazing story through our crystal balls. Kids, it is $3.99 for the first minute, 99 cents each additional minute. Please make sure that your parents know you are watching. That said, we've saved you a seat because we knew you were coming. So grab your dice and let's roll and pretend I don't know what you're going to roll. You are following Madame Eva, and she has just arrived at the graveyard with the gallows very next to it. It is almost precisely midnight, and you see what really feels like the mist is glowing kind of an eerie green. And soon, out of the graves, a procession of ghosts emerges, and they start to walk. Each ghost seems to be an adventurer. Dwarves with axes, elves with bows, all manner of mages, all these and more in a seemingly endless, silent march. And then, it's over, as quickly as it has begun. Pulling your eyes back, you see Madame Eva, and she says, "Do you know where they are going?"
The castle.
"Do you know why?"
To try and kill him.
"Oh, it is too late for that. They go because he calls them. It is amusing for him to see their procession, to see all that he has killed. This is the precipice in which you walk. There are many paths among the webs of fate, but I can only see what may be, not what will be. I can tell you what you must do, but I cannot ensure you will succeed. For if you fail, this shall be your resting place. A place without legacy, without glory, without love. If you wish to put aside this mission, no soul could blame you. There is no soul in flight from a foe that is undefeated. I can read your palms, or gaze into my crystal ball. I can tell you the face of your true love, the path to good health, a profession in which you might succeed. Or I can read the cards. But if I do read the cards, you will be set upon a path that ends only when either he or you are vanquished. There is no turning back.
Can we do both? Like, I would like to know about true love. But
This is a fair question. The Tarokka takes a great deal of energy out of me. If I have a little bit to spare, I am happy to tell you what your boy or girl or whomever will look like, but I may be too tired.
I mean, I already
Is
did
this sign
know
you would like to step aside? Is not for you. Is not bad. It's understandable. Perhaps your friends can go without you.
I am confused by the question.
I cannot do the Tarokka to tell you what you and your friends must do in regards to Strahd, and also give you the picture of your man. It seemed to me that since you are interested in the picture of your man, you are not focused on what we are going to do with Strahd, which again is totally understandable.
I think Strahd is probably more important, but I would like to clarify. I already know a picture of man. I just want to know what's going to happen, but it's okay. It is all right. Strahd is more important, clearly.
I can only tell you what may be, not what will be. It may be that you have the skills to handle this man yourself. Or maybe not. So,
What were you saying? Please. I mean, Lyriel.
Do you care about such things, Oksana?
This is a good question. I would really like to ponder this because I have good answer, but not right now.
Okay, you do that.
But I love that you asked me about me. Yeah.
I have a question. My dead body is no longer hanging from the gallows, right?
No.
Okay, just
The
checking.
moment it was cut down, it was just a pile of clothes.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
That would be creepy.
As far as we know, your body the body that was meant to look like you did not exist in physical form at any point.
Okay.
Yeah, how dare this graveyard be creepy?
Right, that's the creepy part. My dead body hanging from the gallows. That's the creepy part. You know what? I'm sorry I hurt Strahd's Fifi's, but he's got to get over it.
I'm sure he will.
Well, I won't talk for anyone else, but I don't fancy trying to get home with my tail between my legs. And I wouldn't really know how to get there anyway. So might as well fight while we can and hope for the best.
Brave and practical.
This is the path the Morning Lord has placed us upon. We must follow it.
Madam, perhaps you can answer a question not using your energies, but a more general question about possible futures. How good is the range of alternative possibilities in this place if we don't deal with Strahd? I mean, you talk of professions or loves. Are those things even going to come to pass if we ignore him?
Well, you have seen the village of Barovia, have you not?
Perhaps we've seen it at a low point, but...
Well, this would be your life here. It will not always be under siege, which I understand has been happening. The Kolyonoviches and Indiroviches have lived in this land for many generations. So it is possible to live here. I myself have lived here for a very, very long time.
Due respect, madam. They have survived here. I would argue they have not lived here.
I would not argue back.
Well, in any event, I don't think it makes sense or is safe or is deserved for me to attempt to live out anything else. This is perhaps the first opportunity I've had to put some of the things in my past to good use. I'm in.
Very well. Mr. Sam, are you in?
I am in.
Miss
Words that
Viriel?
Oksana has been waiting to hear for so long.
Why is that so funny?
If he is in, I am in. And if Cornmac is in, then I am in. If Gummer is there, that is fine. Lyriel?
I don't see that we have much of a choice.
Very well.
Okay.
I have agreement from all of you. We will begin. She gestures to the ground in the graveyard and she'll say, please sit down. She herself will sit cross-legged right there on the ground.
Sam will sit down. It's sort of an awkward sight watching him sit crisscross applesauce, but he makes it work.
Do his joints bend that way?
Yeah, I was thinking that, like, can you, does it have like a sound? Is it like, like,
It's
He
not
does
like a
not
fawn, is it?
creak.
It's not backwards? Because we're all really creeped out
Stop.
by
Like the Tin Man who needs oil can.
backwards fawn.
yeah, I was thinking the oil can. Like, do you have
There's like-
servicing
There's like a
materials?
grinding sound because like he's made out of stone, so there's kind of like a stone on stone grinding sound as he maneuvers himself into a seated position. But it's not creaky. It's stoic. It's a stoic grinding.
Sam is a
Alright.
fault line.
So wait, grinding.
Well, Sam and his grinding is very interesting to me. I will sit next to Sam.
She will pull out 3 candles, light them each. They glow very brightly. You will then notice she will wave her hand and 3 more will appear out of nowhere. She pulls out the deck of Tarokka cards, which look very old and not nearly as impressive as you might have thought. And she will set it on the ground between candles. Her hands
Cormac,
begin to move
sorry.
quickly. She has a practiced dexterity, is unaffected by age. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's only halfway through her starting this that Cormac has finally gotten to the ground after being extremely dainty with his coattails and like trying to get down on the ground. So it's like, totally, it interrupts almost as much as I actually am.
As she's moving the card, she does spare you a side eye.
My apologies.
Lyria would have sat immediately. She doesn't care.
Gummer falls backwards and then kind of struggles to sit up, but he does.
I'm starting to wonder if your confidence is false. But it is too late now. She'll peel off 14 cards off the deck exactly. Then she'll pull 4 aside, shuffle the rest. As she's shuffling, she's meeting your eyes, and she'll say, The task you ask of me is no small boon. In exchange, I would ask a boon of my own. She shuffles the deck, and as the sound ends, appearing right next to her is a small velvet, what looks like a coin purse. She'll look at it and she'll say, My dear great-grand-niece, Arabelle, will celebrate her 10th name day in 2 days' time. For this momentous occasion, I wish to provide her a gift, but in my old age, I am quite unable to make the journey myself. When you arrive in Vallaki, I would like you to visit Blinsky Toys. Those are Arabelle's favorites. And deliver the toy to, there is a Vistani encampment to the southwest of Vallaki. If you can deliver this by noon on Arabelle's name day, I would consider us equal. Pick whatever gift you think best, and there is 10 gold in pouch. If best gift is less than 10 gold, you may keep the rest.
What was
You
the
actually
date? Sorry.
enjoy. Go ahead.
2 days?
2 days?
2 days from now?
2 days time. So not tomorrow or the next day, but the day after. So 1, 2, and then
2.5?
1,
It's
2.
midnight, right? So
Does it
2.5.
go on
You said
3,
noon?
or is it 1, 2, 3, go? I'm not sure. Let me
I
see
mean-
here.
Maybe is like, I don't know, 7 sessions from now. Oh, do that again. That was
I'm writing down
sexy.
2-ish days.
Well, 2.5, because it's midnight now, so not today, not tomorrow, but noon on the next day.
Yeah,
Yes.
see, it's already tomorrow. See, it all makes sense.
We thought today was today, but it's tomorrow.
No, it's always tomorrow.
Are we
Silly
tomorrow
us.
or yesterday?
I'll be happy to tell you how that works for another $3.99.
Clearly, this woman has a very clear grasp on the future.
She does. It's,
She's good with time.
all right. You may actually enjoy speaking with Arabellis. She's a most interesting child. Also, her family are the most influential Vistani in this land. Their leader, Luvash, Arabel's father, is loyal and brave, and his brother Ergol is perceptive and intelligent. I am certain they will look favorably upon the deliverers of a toy for young Arabel's birthday, and perhaps they will provide a future boon in exchange. I think I'm ready now. She'll lay the cards in 2 piles. Close her eyes, and as she does, all the sounds of the night disappear. The leaves cease to rustle. The crickets and the night birds go silent. It's as though you're in a vacuum of sound, almost. Keeping her eyes closed, she slowly and reverently draws 3 cards from one deck, 2 from the other, and arranges them in a cross formation. There's no light intruding here besides the light of the candles. Even the mist itself seems to sort of skirt around it. The candles seem to repel that mist. The mist is repelled all around the circle of you sitting. She moves her wrinkled hand to the leftmost card first. This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. So flip the card. The cerulean light there reveals a smirking guardsman looking up at a haughty priest with a wickedly curved dagger behind his back. And she'll say, The 9 of glyphs, the traitor. I see an ancient foe of old and noble houses. The lost soul will lead you to him. Moves her hand to the second card at the top of the cross. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. She'll flip the card again. The light this time reveals an armored, helmeted warrior, clutching a sword that you note is cracked, holding a wooden shield. The 5 of swords, the Myrmidon. Look for a den of wolves in the hills, overlooking a mountain lake. The treasure belongs to Mother Night, but she will allow you to have it. The third card, the right arm of the cross. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. She flips. This illustration is a solemn-faced man clad in holy vestments holding the chain of a bronze censer that is emitting this smoke. The Eight of Glyphs, the bishop. What you seek lies, and her eyes will touch with you, Cormac. She'll say, what you seek lies in an amber prison, where this devil fears to tread. The weapon is long hidden. The house of the fallen dragon can lead you to it. Reaches the bottom of the cross. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. Flips it. It's an illustration almost of the graveyard that you are in. Quiet, choked with fog. It's almost like it's a mirror of where you're sitting now. And she'll say, the mists. There is a Vistana who wanders this land alone, searching for her mentor. She does not stay in one place for long. Seek her out at St. Markovia's Abbey, near the mists. Finally, as she moves to the final card, she starts to recoil almost. Her heart is pushing back against her, not wanting to be flipped. Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are mostly beyond mortality. When the hour of judgment arrives, this card will lead you to him. She pushes, hand trembling, and eventually flips it over. This final illustration is barely visible, as though that same unseen force is obscuring the light from the candles. But upon this candle's card's surface, there is a depiction of a crowned, grinning emperor, clad in royal finery and reaching for a goblet of wine, though his limbs are wooden puppet limbs, lashed to corded strings that disappear into the darkness above. This is the marionette. Look to great heights. Find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby. As she exhales, the sound of the natural world returns. The whisper of the wind through the trees. You hear an owl hooting, the crickets begin again. You can even hear the soft lapping of the Iblis River against the banks. It's brighter than you've seen it here in some time, and as you look, you can see that a silver moon, half moon, has breached the clouds entirely, and this whole graveyard is bathed in light. She says nothing. She just looks at you with silent, dark, heavy eyes.
This was a lot of information. How many cards did we get told about? Sorry.
5?
5 is the standard amount.
Can
Are
I
you
see
all
these
right,
cards?
Madam Eva?
I thank you for asking, Mr. Sam. I'm fine. As I said, I am not the one who knows these things. I do not have any psychic power in and of myself. I am merely a vessel. To be a vessel for these in particular can be taxing. It leaves me feeling a little bit empty.
I'm sorry, do we get a sense that, I don't even know if this is a way, that she might be, like, controlled by, like, Strahd or, negative forces?
Make an insight check.
I also have a question when she's done.
Oh, it's going to be a great episode. That's 20.
Woo!
So tell me everything. He's making it up.
She is controlled. How dare you? She is controlled by. You think the forces that control her are in some ways even more powerful than Strahd himself. Though they may be forces that cannot take as active a hand in what is happening. And that's why they need her for a vessel. They can't do it themselves. But you get the sense that she is really old. And when she closes her eyes, those powers, whatever they are, really do sort of invade her. It would explain why the card revealing where Strahd will be when you go to look for him, presumably at the end, was so resistant. It's not resistant to her. It's resistant to what she's channeling.
I relay this in some point. I don't have psychic stuff, but
This last, the marionette. Do you interpret that? This is not among the arts I have studied. Do you interpret that simply as an indication to look up, as you said, or is our enemy someone's puppet?
I know only what the cards tell me and no more. Everything I know about this situation, you know. I have no insight left to give you.
Very well.
The
If
words
these
can be as
weapons
cryptic
are
to me as they are to anyone. Go ahead, Sam.
if these weapons are literal, we should seek them out. It may
Question
be
for
a
you
good
as well.
place to begin.
Agreed. He seems all ready to pop up whenever he wishes, so we best arm ourselves as quickly as possible, I would think.
The
Agreed.
secrets may not be easy to uncover, but there are a great many. As I said, fate is a web, and there are several people here that I believe are pulling on it and have the ability to move it from one way to another. Perhaps you could be some of those people, or perhaps you can counsel and guide those people, if possible.
Question.
Please.
So this question is both. It's weird. It's influenced by my knowledge, but knowledge I feel that Lyriel would have as well.
Sure.
So with the upbringing Lyriel would have, I would assume she would have. This is not the first tarot reader she would encounter.
Oh, no.
Okay. When she was shuffling, did any cards pop out? So I ask because in real tarot, if a card pops out while you're shuffling, typically that card is important in some reason. So when she was shuffling, did anything jump at her
yeah,
That
cute.
or like pop out of the
was
thing?
the first in D&D. Please make a retrospective perception check.
Okay.
Nice question.
Oh, it's a nat 20.
And that's funny.
It is a great game.
It's very dark. The cards are of a suit and picture that you would not have seen.
Mhm.
There certainly were cards that seemed to pop out, and you feel pretty confident that that may indeed have happened. She did not seem to pay that any mind, interestingly enough. So she was not herself looking to see what popped out. And if it popped out, it wouldn't sort of pop out and have to be put back in. It would just sort of pop out for a moment, and then she'd sort of shuffle it back.
Okay, but nothing that like burst from her shuffling.
Yes, no, yeah.
Okay.
Imagine it like peeks out, and then it gets
Okay.
pulled back. There were several of those.
I was just wondering if anything like she's shuffling and suddenly it goes flying, because those
You
are
get the
typically
idea that she
in tarot. Those are
she hasn't lost a card shuffling for a long time.
Is
all right. Then that does nothing.
Irina here with us?
Yeah, is she here?
Yeah, she's here with you.
That was my other question.
Yeah, she's sort of sitting.
Just at the mention of like guiding people who might pull on the web, like Gummer would. I don't think he would be subtle about it. I think he would just stare at her and like.
Gummer, when you stare at her, she meets your gaze for a moment and sort of does that sort of tight-lipped smile, like, I don't know, man. It's just sort of a. And then she'll sort of break the stare. Madame Eva will say, "You have had a long day. Much information for you. You should go back to Serpool. Sleep amongst the Vistani in the wagons. It will do you good." I will stay here for a little while. But please, you may go back. I will be fine.
If you do not wish a companion, we will take our leave.
I think this is obvious, but I will say it anyway. What I have said is for your ears alone. Tell no servant of Strahd, or anyone you do not fully trust, of what you have just heard. Neither shall I. In fact, part of my pact with these powers is that I cannot reveal to anyone else anything I said to you, any more than I could reveal anything to you that I said to another. You, on the other hand, you have this information now. Keep it close. Go ahead. I will stay a bit.
Thank you, Madam Eva. Sam will creakily stand up.
Grinding.
Oksana is like, "Ooh, so wonderful moving like this."
So
Gemma will follow him.
So you are walking now on your way back. It's about a 30-minute walk before you will arrive
Excuse me.
back at the Vistani.
Just before we left, I would be less, and I will take out a gold, and I will say to Madam Eva, so I'm sure there are exceptions, but man who did not want to sit down, who is kind of dainty. See, I just want to know what is happening here. And I try to hand her my lyric. 3 years.
She'll take the gold piece. She looks at it. Looks at
I
you.
have another.
It is okay. I'm too old to be greedy. This one is almost 2 at once. At some point, these 2 shall meet. When they do, it could be very, very, very good. Or not.
Follow up?
I know what I am told and no more. There is no following up.
Okay, I'm going to take this 2 become 1 thing, and I'm just running with it. Thank you, Madam Eva. And I
Best of
kind
luck
of...
with the stone, man.
Oh,
No,
yes.
it's not the stone man.
Wait, I am so confused, but hey, 2 become 1.
I thought she was asking about Cormac.
I was.
Cormac's a stone giant.
They can all be stone men. It could be either one.
Oh,
There's
that's
a lot of
Or
rock
is it a
guys at
stone?
this party. What can I tell you?
And I carry a rock.
To be fair, Madam Eva saw you fanning yourself when Sam got up. I mean, what's she
I
to
mean,
think?
I am not going
How
to
is she to know?
lie. I have affinity for Sam and for other male compatriots.
So
Maybe all of them.
the next time you meet a psychic, just make sure you're very clear on who you're asking.
I am taking it as both.
I look forward to me and Sam merging into some sort of Voltron-y thing.
Voltron.
We are the 2 who become 1.
They are both big guys, I will say.
Also,
I can only benefit.
You did a perfect psychic thing, which is you covered all your bases. It could be amazing, or it could be nothing.
Saying everything and nothing all at once.
It will either happen or it will not.
Dun, dun, dun.
Would Oksana have waited until everybody else left before she asked this last question?
I would have, but if Lyriel was the last one out, I would have probably asked as quickly as possible because I believe in girl power and maybe she helped will into existence. Whether or not you hear it or not is up to
You
you.
guys are about halfway down the path. You have about 15 minutes before you hit the camp.
We must decide our next course of action. I do not understand the nature of these cards and their messages, but it seemed to suggest there was valuable and potent weapons we could arm ourselves with.
Yes, Sword of Sunlight. That sounds like something that the Morning Lord would be pretty happy about.
Something about an amber prison, and she looked at Cormac.
Well, I can only assume it has something to do with the necklace I have that would we used it back in the house, or rather a different one, but you know.
Was it prison, like prison guard, or prism? What did you say, Q?
I heard prison.
It was prison with an N.
Oh,
Yes, prison. An amber prison.
I mean, the problem is I can't begin to. I'm sure none of us can begin to make anything of what would be cryptic clues under any circumstances when we know so little of this place, even without the puzzles.
So, I mean, and to be fair, nothing's changed, right? We're still, Irina, I don't mean to speak for you, but we're all taking her to Vallaki, or going with her to Vallaki.
Yes, that is true. We must
What about this
complete
Abbey?
the task.
St. Marcania Abbey? Irina, do you know what that is?
I thought somebody said that was near Kresk.
I think we had heard of it before.
I think that's what I heard. Or maybe that was the last time.
But yes, I agree. I mean, we have now we have a birthday present to buy as well. So.
Irina, have you heard of these places? What do you make of this? As we are walking, of course.
I have not heard of the toy shop. I know that the Church of St. Andrew is where Ismark wants me to go for my safety. I will certainly go there. I don't know that I'll stay. I do believe, yes, that the Abbey of St. Markovia is in Kresk. It was described by my father as quite a bit more mysterious, and he was less certain of what went on there.
Sorry, just a second.
Trust the St. Andrew's Church.
Sorry, as Irina is explaining every single move she's about to make, can Gummer look in the woods or the trees and make sure there aren't any bats or rats or wolves that are watching us and like, hey, thanks for telling us everything?
Sure, make a perception check.
Brilliant. Oksana did not care, so she clearly
18.
just...
18. No rats, no bats, no wolves.
No cats.
You see an owl or two. One has not heard whether owls are spies of Strahd or not. But nothing that has already been described to you as a spy seems to be in these woods.
All right.
Perhaps the protection Madame Eva afforded you lasts a bit longer. You arrive back at the Vistani encampment. Underneath most of the carts is where the Vistani sleep. They have very kindly laid out 5 bedrolls for you. Sam, they know you probably won't use yours, but it's good hospitality nonetheless. They've even put a few small pieces of wood on the fire to, certainly not roaring anymore, but to keep it going enough to probably last you through the night. I would say it's probably about 1:30 a.m. at this point for you.
Oksana will take a potty break. If anyone wants to go with her.
I do not have to go.
17 years, you never asked me to go potty with you.
Believe me, after I'm always like, is it okay if Oksana is flirting?
Oh,
She's like, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
If flirting is asking some people to drop deuces with you in the woods, I
am not dropping a deuce.
If you can seal that deal, man, more power to you.
Who says I have to potty?
You don't know what he do.
It's true.
Don't yuck his yum.
That's true. Fair.
I've never heard these people are yucking yum. I love it. Okay, Oksana is going to go potty by herself. He's fine. Can I close her down toward the water? Not that I'm going to go in the water because it's leave no trace and not good.
The water is, the grass comes almost right down to it. You can see Madame Eva's big tent is still there. It's empty. The water is incredibly still.
Okay.
But yes, you can.
So this is what I do.
Lyriel's going to take her bedroll that they laid out for her, and she's going to pull it out from underneath the wagon. She doesn't want to be under the wagon. She'll be next to the fire, but under the stars.
Oh, I could have explained that better. You guys are not under the wagons. They sleep
Oh,
under the
okay,
wagons.
they're under
They've
the
got
wagons.
you sort of put out in the open next to
Oh,
the
okay,
fire.
cool.
So, yeah, you don't have to worry
Gotcha.
about that. One less
Nice
worry.
catch there. Is those notes?
One less
Okay,
worry.
No, that was just
Show up.
that Lyriel wouldn't want to be under. She was raised under the stars. She would be under the stars.
Is there room under a wagon?
Make a perception check.
Or strength?
9.
9.
It's late.
The only spot left is next to that girl Eliza, and she's talking in her sleep.
Gummer will take it.
Very good. As you snuggle up, she says, "Oh no, it is I'm tickle."
He slept through worse.
Well, as someone who in real life never likes to write anything down, the fantasy of the character for me is that he likes to write everything down. So Cormac will be writing down everything he can recall and making notes of this meeting and so forth before he gets to sleep.
Sam just takes up a position standing by the fire, sort of standing at ease, and enters his sentry's rest.
Okay.
Keeping an eye over the camp.
Oksana's coming
Lyriel
back.
will. Oh, is
Go
she?
ahead. If she is,
Lyriel will hum a
definitely.
lullaby to herself as she lays there.
So what do I see when I come back? He's
You see Gummer. You don't see it first, and then you hear the snoring, and then you look and you see he's underneath one of the wagons. Lyriel's sort of humming to herself. Sam seems to have gone into sleep mode. And Cormac is awake, writing furiously.
you have prop. Oh my gosh. So is it clear Lyriel is awake, or is she like coming asleep?
No, I'm awake. I'm singing, I'm humming a lullaby to myself that my mother used to sing to me. But you probably, in character, you would not know that.
And we're all close enough that I could be talking to both of them?
Sure.
Okay. Oksana will walk up and she will see Cormac and see like furious writing and be very like, oh, what is he doing? And then as she walk up, she sees like she's like, I'm going to get time alone. And then she sees Lyriel. So she sit down. Hey guys, Lyriel, you're singing. Aren't you tired?
Is she making it very obvious that she wants me to roll over and go to sleep?
Do
I need to roll for this, is the question.
You don't need to roll for that unless he wants you to. But no, it's very clear. But based off of your relationship with her, it's totally, I'm down whether you do that or not.
Lyriel will probably raise an eyebrow at her and like kind of look between the two and then like roll over with her back turned to him, trying to be like, okay, this is the space I can give you. And probably like maybe pull something like she wears a shawl, probably pull her shawl over her head. Like, I can't see you can't see me.
So she is going to check to see if Lyriel is asleep and be like, Lyriel, there is dancing stars and sound of family in background. Do you see them? Are you awake? But
she's awake, but she's not gonna answer you.
She must be asleep. She goes and sits right next to Cormac, like shoulder to shoulder. Are you right-handed or left-handed? This matters.
I gotta be right. I can't even pretend to be left-handed.
I was like, so she's going to sit on your right side and look over and be like, what are you writing to a long lost love?
No, just making some notation of the things we've learned this evening. Seems important to write down.
Oh, yes. I have mind like, lock and key door or whatever the thing is where an elephant. Anyway, she stumbles over her words and she will turn and like touch the like because you're wearing the ascot, right? Is that so? She will sort of touch the ascot. Actually, she will up here and say, "What is this? Where did you get this?"
Do you think there's some way I could? We can't even leave this place. How would I send a letter to anyone?
Oh, I can tell you this. Actually, I can probably get your letter sent to someone if you have a letter, because I know things. Is it a letter?
No, this is not a letter. But you seem to think that I might be writing to some lost love or something like this, which I have none. But I just thought it would constantly alert for any concept of how this place works. If there was some way to send post, that would be quite a difference to what I was imagining. And I don't know anyone else here. I don't know who I would be writing to here. Ismark?
Wait, what?
But
Is Mark?
the bathroom worked out all right alone then?
Oh, right. Yes. Things are all good. I cannot even watch Luke's reaction right now. Yes, bathroom, that went well. This is not going the way I thought it might. So your scarf thing is like high-end, like material, like you have lots of money.
Well, I don't know that I have much access to it from here. Again, the whole thing with the letter and not being able to leave and all that. But yes, much as I might have despised him, my father was a wealthy man.
So I would just I'm just going to tell you because I know it's only been 2 days, but I feel like I know you at least for 7 days. I think you take things very seriously, and I would just like to encourage you to enjoy the time we have because clearly we could die at any moment. And I would just hate for you to have any regrets. And she's going to take her arm and try because he's so much bigger. Just like try to put her arm around him in a weird, totally awkward way.
Yeah, I mean, he's only amplifying the awkwardness, right? It's
Right.
like not like a resistance. It's a like okay, I don't really know. But he will just say like well um yes you seem like someone who has dealt with people quite a lot. I have not. Um, you were wrong on this occasion, but writing letters is pretty much the only way I've dealt with people. So I don't always understand the communication quite as quickly as you might like.
In your head, Oksana, you hear, "What do you think he means by dealt with?"
I don't know. Sorry. I was looking at his beautiful eyes. I'm not saying this out loud, by the way. It would appear as though she's just kind of here, like petting. It's okay. You're great at what you do. But in her head, she's like, wait, what? I must have missed something. I wasn't really paying attention to what he was saying. I was just existing in the moment, like we should. Is he going to say, is Mr. Man going to reply? Or... So, Cormac, you're so haunted. And I just thought maybe it was because you have girlfriend or boyfriend back home, or DC's friend.
Because I have ghosts back home. I mean, that's I don't know if ghost is the appropriate term, but there are actual things that follow me about. You've seen,
But they're not here, right? Are they here with us? Like, are they looking at us?
I don't know at the moment. They manifest in a variety of ways.
Okay, I'm just wanting to make sure I don't have legitimate competition because if Illyriel is part of this, I may have to take her out the party. I'm just saying.
Competition, I think, is more clear than ever that we need to be working together.
Oh my God. Oksana is like, look, it's... Okay, Cormac, are you cold? Where are you going to sleep tonight?
Right here.
Sitting up?
Well, no, I mean, we share apparently some stony characteristics, but I'm not Sam. I'm going to lay it down. I'm, in fact, quite finished with my notes at this point, but...
I'm so cold. I was hoping that I would be warmer. maybe you can help me with this. Oksana is totally, clearly, obviously, like, she knows what she's doing. She's not stupid. But she's playing
Everyone
the
else
card.
except for
I know what
Cormac.
you're doing. Cormac doesn't.
I know you do. No, what I'm
Even
saying is...
Sam knows what's going on.
I want to see how
and
long
if-
I can ride this obtuseness.
you want to see how long we can ride? Let's talk about this. No, this is amazing RP. Everything I could have asked for. No, does she clock where Sam is and where he is looking? Or I don't really get the concept of him sleeping or not sleeping.
So he's standing. David, if you want to sort of explain what comes in and what does not come in.
Yes, what comes in?
So he's aware of everything that's going on around him. He stays aware while he's at rest. He just kind of half powers down, so to speak. So there's very little extraneous movement for Sam anyway, but there's none. He just stands stock still and basically becomes a statue, but it's a statue that has the sensory awareness of everything that's going on around him.
Okay, and knowing this, Oksana is clearly invading Cormac's space. Oh, I'm so cold. Shooting looks over to Sam to see if anything she is doing is gaining his actual attention, like beyond his stony, like normal frozen self.
No, he's just stock still. I mean, he's giving no indication that he is moved by what is occurring around him.
Well,
Is Oksana trying to make Sam jealous right now?
I may or may have not slid into DMs of gentlemen and say that I think we should pregame love triangle, but no, I'm just kidding. I mean, maybe. But I will say I am open to Oksana will go, ooh, it is so cold. Cormac, do you have scarf? I can wrap around my neck. And she's wearing a scarf.
Mostly decorative, but I suppose if you think it would help.
Does he give it to her?
Yeah, sure. I'm not going to take it off because my headphones will get all screwed up. But
No. No, stay dressed, please. So she will take it and be...
Muriel is giggling in her bedroll right now.
It is possible to hear?
Well, you need to roll for that one because she's trying to be quiet.
try not to lose that one in the mist, okay? I mean, I know you got that back, but...
I will not lose it. And then she takes it, puts it into her, like, bosom area, and I can stay warm. My heart is cold, and I need it to be warm. And then she will go over where Sam is. Are you standing? Sorry. No, you're sitting. And she will go and sit right next to Sam, kind of lean up against his stony body, and be, like, kind of looking in Cormac's direction. Kind of like, well, you could have, like, snuggled me, but I will snuggle Sam then, I guess. That's what she's behaving and thinking. No, she didn't say that out loud.
So you find Sam's body more comfortable than you expect. And as you're thinking all this jealousy stuff, it does sort of, like it does in these moments, the day just hits you. And you're so damn tired all of a sudden. And you kind of look back over. Cormac's finally laid down. And as you drift off to sleep.
Me?
Mm-hmm. You open your eyes and everyone's gone. You're by yourself. And you put your hand up and you feel like oh my gosh, I'm running a fever. I feel so hot. You reach down and to get and it's gone. The thing next to your bosom is gone and it's just you. And suddenly there's this, oh my gosh, like it's very uncomfortably hot as you've ever been. And then you hear this rumbling underneath you, like an earthquake. And suddenly the ground itself comes from beneath you like a sinkhole. And your legs get pulled straight down and you sort of reach up and you try to hang on, but you can't. And you're pulled down and down and down and down and down. And you're screaming and you're scrabbling and you feel the dirt under your fingernails. And the heat just gets more and more and more. And suddenly you're falling and then boom, you land and you look around you. You are somewhere else. It is very hot. There is nothing around you but red sand. Far away there seem to be storm clouds, but nothing where you are. And everywhere you look is a creature more wretched than one you've ever seen. And you look, and then you feel a shadow over you. And looking down at you, wearing an actual artist's schmuck, is this tall, broad-shouldered man. Is not the right word. His face is too angular and red, the horn sticking out. And he kind of looms over you and he says, "Your work recently has been fine. However, I've noticed you are starting to grow a will of your own. May I remind you?" He'll take out this scroll, and when he lets go of it, it goes all the way to the ground. And he starts to roll it, and he says, yes, here we are. Clause D, subsection 43, part 89. If the bearer of this contract refuses to fulfill her duty as outlined in section A, she defaults not only her life, but her soul as well. He'll drop it. And he looks down at you and he says, "You don't get to tell me no." Suddenly, you feel like your flesh is melting. And as you look at your hands, they're turning this sort of pink color. They're growing weird claws. And your hair falls out. And as you realize you can make sound with your mouth, but you can no longer speak, and he'll look over you and he'll say, "I brought you something." And he holds up a mirror to you. And as you look in this mirror, you're a bald, slimy, hairless, wretched creature. Your legs are gone. The only way you can move is to ooze along. And you look with such horror. He pulls the mirror away and he says, "I hope this will be enough for you to remember. I am much more reasonable than many you will see around here. Perhaps I could sell this contract to another. Who knows what they might make you do? I ask very little, but I will have it done. Don't push me." He reaches down. He lifts you by your shoulder pads. So you're you now, at least that's something. And he literally goes, "Ah!" and he throws you, and you fly up into the sky, scraping through the hole, and you land right back where you were. As you open your eyes, Sam's right there. Gummer's snoring. Lyriel's giggled herself to sleep. Everything is just as it was. But you hear in your head, "I can make that real any time." Night, night. Pulls back out of your head.
Sorry. She is speechless, and I think that she would like cling to Sam even more. Would probably try to go to sleep, but just constantly looking around, in
As you
figuratively and in her own mind.
forget falling asleep, but fall asleep you do. And eventually you wake up to the smell of breakfast sausages and like they're being cooked, and you can see Vladimir, and he kind of looks up and says, "Well, sleepyhead, you are the last awake, but I make sausages just for you."
I have
the rest
not
of you done?
moved for some time so that you could continue sleeping.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Um, I, I did not see. I guess I did not sleep, but I slept. I'm so tired. But thank you, and I will get up and sorry, my mind, my mind is like kind of reeling as a player. And I will excuse myself to go down to the water.
Gummer, Cormac, Lyriel, what are you doing with your morning?
There's a,
Is
go ahead.
is the water like holy or something like that?
Not that
Like
you're aware.
okay,
No,
Gummer
it's just a pool of water. Yeah.
would strip down to his nethers and jump in first thing as soon as he wakes up.
So, Oksana, as you stand there pondering a life in hell for all eternity, you hear the sloshing of water, and a dwarf in his drawers emerges beautifully from the water. It seems like he's really good at this. As he emerges, he does the hair flick straight back.
And it sticks straight up.
Ariel.
Yeah. It's literally how he makes the mohawk. It just goes like that and it just stays.
Oksana is like in her mind, obviously tortured over the evening. She opens her eyes after kind of looking down at the water, seeing Gummer, thinking, "This is a sign. Maybe we are to be together," is what she thinks. Maybe I went to a wrong place. Maybe triangle is supposed to be square.
I'm
Get
afraid
ready for
to
it,
ask my
bitches.
next question. I'm afraid to ask my next question.
I'm excited.
Did Oksana look visibly upset?
Make an insight check. Oksana, if you would try to keep your
That's
upsetness,
another nat 20. You're a good dice. You stay in place of
I
honor.
feel like counting last time, I feel like there's like 12 nat 20s in a row.
I feel like we've had three
Yeah.
nat 20s for us, at least.
She's completely, Lyriel, she's completely shaken.
Lyriel would follow her and try to make sure that she's okay. So if she stops somewhere, Lyriel would stop nearby and just try to be a calming presence nearby if she felt like she needed to talk.
I think Oksana, if she noticed this prior to seeing the amazing bowling ball in the water, she would just kind of, I'm showing emotion. I'm not going to. So, trying the best she can to cover her upset. And Gummer, are you sure you can swim? Okay. Do you need life preserver? If that's a thing.
No, if I need to, I can turn into a snake, so I'm fine. The water feels very good though.
Are you inviting
Lyriel would
me
turn and
in?
walk away now. We're flirting. We're okay. Lyriel's going back to the fire.
No, well, I mean, I suppose I'm inviting you all in if you all are interested. It's refreshing, and Lord knows we stink after zombies and travel.
Oksana will totally get in the water.
Cormac shows up and just kind of rolls his pant legs up and like stands in the shallow.
Which is probably up to Gummer's waist. So Gummer will, while kind of idly, I think, picking something out of his teeth. So,
Yeah.
Cormac, you
Using
said
that beard hair to floss. Is that what he's doing right now?
pretty much. Maybe opening his mouth and having Murnar take a stab at it.
Oh, God.
You said that Cormac wasn't your real name.
I mean,
Gormog?
yes. Well, I mean, my understanding is that, I don't exactly know whether it was my mother or others among the people my mother was from, but yes, my original name was Carmog, something like that. It's not even a tongue I know well.
Would you mind if I called you it?
No, that would be fine.
Just as a fellow member of the Dads or Assholes Club, I figured why give him the pleasure, yeah.
That's that sounds good. What What was Well, sorry, I don't normally know how to ask these things. People, you had trouble with your father as well.
Oh yeah, normal stuff. A lot of punching, that sort of thing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh no, not like that. He were a boxer, and he were a good one, and he were very famous, and he wanted me to be a good one. And when I left, he weren't happy about it.
Well, I mean, that's one of the few ways in which my father did not take things out on me. So it sounds to me rather serious.
It's old dwarven ways, I suppose.
Well, perhaps, but I'm sorry to hear it anyway.
Yeah, well, at least if the if the earth hits you, it's not because it's mad, right?
It does seem indifferent.
I don't mind indifferent quite so much.
I actually, I don't want to make light of what you're talking about, but I came down to the lake just now, while it's still early. When we were fighting back in the village, in other times, you do something with your is it staff or club? I can't remember.
Staff.
But you do something with your staff to make it sort of magical or something.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know what I could do until I found the rock. I don't know that my pocket rock is what gives me my power, but I'm not smart enough to know. Maybe you are how certain things affect other things, or if they happen at the same time, and we just invent reasons why they are happening. But I found my rock, and it sings to me, and part of the song. It sounds daft, but part of the song tells me how to use that power in things, like my staff.
Well, there's certainly many stones have magical resonances. I use some of them in some of my manipulations myself. Could you possibly sing
Sing?
what it sings to you?
It's more. Have you ever heard bad singing? Like a choir where maybe there was a part that was out of tune.
A bit. Some of my father's guests fancied themselves more capable than they were.
So when I'm somewhere where the earth isn't right, it's like the earth tells the rock and the rock tells me, and it sings out of tune. And then when I do something right to make the earth feel better, they're in tune.
That makes some sense. Yes. Let me think on this if I might. I appreciate it.
Anytime. And you didn't have to hear me sing.
I suppose not. And mechanically speaking, as it is morning, and in 2024 rules, wizards can change cantrips in the morning. As I prepare my spells for the morning, I would like to change out Firebolt for the new version of True Strike, as I think about how he's magically doing his weapons and adapt that to my own magic.
Did we take a rest, Q?
You did take a long rest. You have woken up from your long rest. It is the morning of the long rest. As this sort of conversation is wrapping up, you will hear Vladimir sort of yell from the shore. He'll go, "So I'm not trying to rush you, but we'd like to be hospitable. But if you're going to make Vallaki by dark, it might be time to get the move on. Get your boots on the road.
Or get my boots on at all.
Anyway, I was just telling you. Quite a few miles to go.
We must not tarry.
Okay.
I'm ready.
As you gather your things and march back up to, again, the gallows and the graveyard, which look positively unscary compared to the way they have looked at night, we will go ahead and take our break.
subscribe.